Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Gashi's Command TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. I'm worried by the prospects of Raila Amor Odinga's bid in the African Union Commission as the chairman. The odds seems to be working against Raila Amor Odinga. Though candidate Raila is very much determined, things are not easy as many people would think. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at Raila Amor Odinga, the man will have a run for his money. It is not a walk in the park, as many people would want us to believe. When I look at what is happening, I noted that Raila Amor Odinga accompanied William Samoei Ruto to Beijing, where the African heads of state are meeting the Chinese president. And maybe it is after realizing that he has a chance of meeting the African heads of state on the sidelines of the meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, when you see a toad running in the daytime, something is after its life. Raila is running to Beijing, and I hope he has landed safely. I've always wanted Raila to win this position since he declared his interest. I like respecting people's decision. Whether you support him or not, according to me, and I hold my independent view, he has all the right to vie. And I always wish him the best, because it is his decision. He's not being forced by anybody. He has thought about it. So I don't like the way people are wishing him bad luck, that he loses and they are going to celebrate. It is not good, if you ask me. There's nothing to celebrate when somebody loses, especially somebody like Raila, who has fought for this country. But despite all this, ladies and gentlemen, the odds are working against Raila Amor Odinga. Last Friday, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation decided to back the Djibouti candidate, Mahmoud Ali. They decided to throw their weight behind the Djibouti candidate. And if you ask me, this is a blow to Raila Amor Odinga, considering that Africa has 27 members of the Islamic Cooperation Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Africa has 27. And this is a huge blow, that's what I'm saying, to Raila Amor Odinga. When I look at this, I can see Mahmoud Ali has an upper hand. The other issue is about the politics of the Anglophone and the Francophone. The Francophone have always supported their member, one of their own, the French-speaking country. Djibouti candidate here is the candidate for the Francophone. That's why I'm saying Raila needs to work extra hard. It's not easy. And again, when you look at the issue of diplomacy, the Francophone seems to outdo the Anglophone. And the Anglophone are like countries like Kenya and many others. So these things are working against Raila Amor Odinga. When I look at Obasanjo's influence in Africa, his diplomatic influence, maybe because of his age, is waning very fast. The fact that Obasanjo is inside Raila Amor Odinga's campaign, the fact that he's heading Raila Amor Odinga's campaign, is something that should worry many Kenyans. If you listen to this man, Obasanjo, you realize that he is parcel by date. His days are gone. His days in politics are gone. These are the people who should have retired long time ago. And Raila should have gone for somebody who is very influential. Maybe somebody like the president of South Africa. Though South Africa has a history of abstaining when it comes to voting. They abstained last time. This is an Anglophone country. They abstained, which was a blow to Amina Muhammad that time. So the fact that the campaign is being spearheaded by an octogenarian is something that should also worry Raila Amolo Odinga and make some adjustment. There is also the issue of Raila's age. The only good thing here is that most of the voters are his age mates. Most of the African presidents are past 70 years, just the Raila's age. And Djibouti candidate is slightly younger. So, is age going to determine the age of the president? Going to maybe feel, simper the vote that this man is our peer, is one of us. Let's show them that even somebody at an advanced age can also lead. So that one can actually work for Raila Amolo Odinga. However, it can also work against him. Because some may feel that this man is too old. He has done it, or he has been a prime minister. He has been a minister, so he should retire. So it's a two-edged sword. It can work against him, and it can work for him. There is also the issue of Israeli and Palestinian war. I think Raila seems to be, I don't know where Raila is. I don't know where Kenya is, but I have seen William Samoei Ruto's government making blunders as far as international relations is concerned, as far as diplomacy is concerned. One time, Raila Amolo Odinga praised the Palestinian. Another time, he praised the Israelis. William Samoei Ruto the same. So the way they have been handling this issue is also going to determine the voting pattern. Because, for instance, the Islamic countries would side with anybody who is anti-Israeli. Because if you are pro-West, and Kenya has always been pro-West, then it means that it can work against Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, there's also the issue of history. When you look at the history pattern, the way the African heads of state have been voting in Addis Ababa, you realize one thing, that the Anglophone and the Francophone have always have a clear divide. The Francophone have always supported their candidates. And if this is going to be repeated, Raila's goose is cooked. If this is going to happen, Raila will lose. If it does not happen, he is going to win. There is also the issue of money here. One advantage about having William Samoei Ruto as your campaigner, or having Ruto on your side when you are Raila, definitely African heads of state are hopelessly corrupt. They are also very, very corrupt. This is something that is known. If William Samoei Ruto is going to use money to influence these leaders, they can vote for Raila Amolo Odinga. But if they are not going to use money, if atakaa mkono gumu, then Raila is going to lose. There is also the issue of now the personality. The way you are perceived to be. You know, when it comes to perception, Raila is perceived to be a true Pan-Africanist compared to other candidates. So when you look at it, you see, these are the things that are going to determine who wins. And the other thing is that, you know, there's also the issue of the deputy, of the vice chairman. You see, the other countries have fronted, I think the other 4 countries have fronted vice chairpersons. So there's a possibility. For example, I have noted that most of the vice chairpersons comes from the Francophone countries, meaning those countries are likely to get allies from Anglophone countries, and Raila is an Anglophone candidate. Those are the things that can make Raila win. How it is going to turn out, only time will tell. But chances are 50-50. Let's be serious. In fact, chances are 50-50. But the Djibouti candidate seems to have an upper hand. I don't know what you think, but from where I sit, if Raila Amolo Odinga is going to lose, it will be a big blow to William Samoei Ruto. It will be a big blow to Raila Amolo Odinga's political future. Have a blessed week ahead. Bye-bye.